The KTV Boltzen 55W video light is an extremely powerful light. I used to use 4 of these LED panels plus a softbox just to light my entire room, and even then I would still have to shoot at ISO 1600. But with the KTV Boltzen light illuminating my entire room, I'm only shooting at ISO 320. Alright, a backstory. I was shooting a wedding last July, and during the reception I did not use any lighting. I did have the Dido light on me, but unfortunately that had to be powered by an outlet. And also unfortunately for me, the venue did not have any convenient outlet locations for me to use, and any convenient ones are already taken up by the band. All the other available ones were with the guests. It would have gone in their way, it would have gone in the way of waiter and waitresses serving the food, and I did not have time to run an extension cable and gaff tape it down. So what I ended up with was low light footage that looked like crap. Even though the A7S II has amazing low light capabilities, the video still looked boring, it looked flat. I hated it, I felt it could have looked a lot better. I felt like I was doing a couple a disservice by not having proper lighting, and the couple was gorgeous, the wedding was beautiful, the venue was beautiful, and yet my reception footage looks like crap. And ever since that wedding, I swore to myself that I will always make sure to incorporate lighting in our future wedding films. And I knew I needed something that could be powered by battery, something that's mobile but yet still powerful enough to light my subjects at wedding receptions. So then I found the KTV Boltzen 55W video light, and I actually discovered this on one of Matt Johnson's live stream where he was doing a Q&A with another wedding filmmaking team, White and Reverie. Caleb from White and Reverie brought out the KTV Boltzen light, and I was like, ooh, that looks like a pretty dang solid option. So then I did some more YouTube Google search and found another YouTuber, Mr. Cheesy Cam, if you guys are familiar with him. He also did several reviews on the light as well as provided battery powered solutions for the light. Alright, let me give you guys some quick specs on the KTV Boltzen light. It is daylight balanced at 5600 Kelvin. It is dimmable, it has barn doors, it could be a spot or a floodlight depending on if you push or pull on the light. Comes with 3 filters, soft, milky white, and orange. It can be powered via AC adapter, Sony NP-F series batteries, and V-mount batteries. So let me go ahead and explain to you guys how I power on my Boltzen light and how long each of these Sony NP-F batteries last on the light. So you can power the KTV Boltzen light with one of these Sony NP-F batteries, but you can only power it at 50%. Anything higher than that or at 100% full power, it's just not going to last. I tried it out at 100% and the light immediately shut off after a few seconds. So if you do want to power the light with just one battery, you definitely can, you're gonna have to do it at 50%. But even at 50%, it's honestly still pretty darn bright. So here are my unscientific ballpark number test results. So the NP-F970 batteries at 50% with the Boltzen light will run you about 30 minutes before it starts blinking. The 951 will run you about 40 minutes before it starts blinking. And here's a quick footnote. I bought these Anton Bauer batteries from B&H, and supposedly Anton Bauer is like one of the best batteries out there, but for whatever reason they kind of dropped the ball on these NP-F Sony batteries. So at 50% using one of those batteries, it only lasted about 20 minutes, which is like weaker than these battery ones here. So kind of like a WTF. So highly do not recommend the Anton Bauer NP-F series batteries. So after watching Cheesy Cam's battery solution video for the KTV Boltzen light, he recommended that if we want to operate this light via battery and still power it at 100%, he recommended picking up the NP-F battery to V-mount battery converter adapter. And what that does is that it would take 2 of these Sony NP-F batteries and power the light at 100%. And the results that I got was that the whole damn thing lasted for more than an hour, which is perfect because all the speeches, all the first dance, cake cutting and all that during the wedding reception, I think the total capture time would be like less than an hour. So it's honestly perfect. It will last throughout the time that we would need to record the reception. And even if it does go over, I have several of these batteries anyway, so honestly, no big deal. The NP-F battery to V-mount battery converter adapter is about $40, and 2 of these Powerextra 950 batteries is another $40. So this whole battery solution right here costed about 80 bucks. Came TV does sell their own V-mount battery, 130 watts for about $200 freaking dollars, but they promise that it will last about 3 hours at 100%. As nice as that V-mount battery does sound, unfortunately it is not as universal for me. That's more a little bit for the filmmakers out there. They probably have a lot more equipment that can be powered by the V-mount batteries. But for me, these Sony NP-F batteries are more universal for me. I can use this for my Atomos Ninja Flame monitor, these LED lights right here, and of course powering on the Boltzen light. So if you're looking for a recommendation for these Sony NP-F batteries, I have one from Watson. This one works great. They're a little bit more expensive. They're available at B&H, and people swears by these Watson batteries. I got these Powerextra batteries. They're a little bit cheaper. It comes in two. And they work absolutely great as well. They're available at Amazon in case you want to pick that up. And if you do get these batteries, I highly recommend getting this dual digital battery charger. And it also has an LED display telling you the progress of the charge. You can slow charge, you can fast charge it. Just make sure to press the button for fast charging if you want to get it charged faster. As for the V-mount, the NP-F to V-mount converter adapter, I got this one from iLED. It works great. Also available on Amazon in case you want to pick up the same one I'm using to power the Boltzen light. So here's one drawback I have with the Boltzen light. The provided filters are pretty weak and they are a pain to put on. You would literally have to unscrew the barn door first, place the filter into the light, and then screw the barn door back on, because there's no way for the thing to securely attach to the light any other way. But here's my solution for this. So I actually discovered this on a whim with my photography friend Chris. So when we were shooting the France wedding, he lent me one of his filters from MagMod, which is this magnetic thing that can just clip on to his speed lights. And we found that these actually stick onto the Came TV's barn door. So that's how I've been using it to balance any sort of tungsten lighting situation. So it works for me. Unfortunately, it is a little bit expensive. The MagMod is $90. So you could save the money, just get some gels, use some gaff tape, or use some painter's tape over the light. But for me, I like the convenience of the MagMod. I just stick it on and it just covers the entire radius of the Came TV light. So prior to putting together this review, I found out that you can actually control the light wirelessly. You just need a Wi-Fi dongle solution, which is like $58. Pretty steep, but then with this Wi-Fi dongle solution, you can actually control the intensity of the light. You can control it to power on or off via the Came TV app on your phone. So that's pretty cool. That's something that I'm definitely interested in picking up, because once you have the light mounted up and like it's a little too high for you to reach, having that Wi-Fi solution could definitely help. Right now, I also need to find a way to hang the mobile batteries, because the cable, the V-mount cable, is a little too short for it to reach the floor. So I've been using my think tank bag as sort of like this extra height for the batteries to lay down. So Came TV actually does sell a solution for this. They're selling the V-mount plate with a clamp, where you can put the V-mount battery and clamp it onto the light stand, and that's also $58. But I feel like it could be really useful, and it's something that I'm gonna probably pick up soon. So I'll definitely update you guys on the Wi-Fi dongle and the V-mount plate with the clamp. V-mount plate with the clamp, that sounds funny, but I'll update you guys both on these solutions. So overall, I am very satisfied with this powerful light by Came TV. One thing that I do want to tell you guys is that there's a fan inside this light, and it's fairly quiet. I mean, you're probably hearing the freaking helicopter going by, but trust me, the fan is quiet. The light doesn't get too hot even after being powered on for like a couple of hours straight, but just always use precaution. I mean, like when you're handling light, just always kind of wear a glove, or just kind of let it cool down before taking it off the stand. But it doesn't get as hot as the lights that I was accustomed to back when I was working on a theater set or working on a film set. So that's something that I do want to note. Other than that, we're gonna keep experimenting with these lights, use these LED lights for hair lights, mixing the Boltzen light with the Dia light, and yada yada yada, and we're gonna definitely report back how it's gonna work out for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, everything that I talked about in this video is linked in the description box below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.